Just a really difficult U.S. Open Saturday. I think everything we expected it to be. The course is getting crispy. Some of the pin positions are pretty tricky. Felt like a lot of them were cut on like little crowns. So, there was a lot of uphill putts, but then after the hole it went downhill. So pretty tricky to get the pace right. It sort of caught me out a couple of times, but it's great. I love the test that Pinehurst is presenting, and you gotta focus and concentrate on every single shot out there, and it's what a U.S. Open should be like. It's obviously great to be in the mix. I think it's not really. I'm embracing the questions that the golf course asks of you. I think that there's holes where you have to be aggressive. There's holes where you have to be conservative. There's hole locations that you can take on and hit wedges close to. There's hole locations that you got to stay away from. It tests your chipping. It tests your putting. It obviously tests your mental fortitude more than any other golf tournament. So. As I said at the start of the week, it's a style of golf that I've started to try and embrace over these last few years, and it's a reason that my performances at the U.S. Open have been much improved over the last half a decade. Yeah, I'm excited. It would have been nice to hold that putt at the last and get to 5 under and break out of that log jam at 4, but. Pros and cons to being in the last group, and maybe playing one group ahead mightn't necessarily be a bad thing. Pretty much in the same position that I was last year going into the final day at LACC. So familiar position, been here many times before, and hopefully tomorrow I produce the golf that's needed to go one better.